I have to take some of the blame for this accident as well. We, the Sons of Caledon, must honor our guests with the finest funeral! Lighter, you will be carrying the coffin.
That's a heavy responsibility.
We'll need to keep the hearse driving steady. Piper!
Got it. I'll make sure it's as smooth as enough.
Bernice! Of course, you'll be handling the cremation.
You got it! Just gotta burn everything that ashes and smithereens!
Lucy! Lucy?
Can you all stop goofing around?
Don't be upset. It's not every day we get to have fun with the cremation ceremony.
You don't have fun at our guest expense! Bernice! Put away the flamethrower now! You guys are driving me nuts!
Wise, how are you feeling? Are you hurt? Sorry. We got a little carried away. Welcome to the Outer Ring. May you rise from the ashes! Nathan! Who would have thought you'd both end up here all because of an accident? Must have scared you back then, huh? Relax! You two and Billy are thick as thieves, so that makes us friends.
Yeah, right.
Time for a formal introduction. We're the Sons of Caledon. A bike. Billy should have already told you why we invited you. As for Perlman, his airship crashed here in the Outer Ring during landing. He's lucky to be—
Wait, you mean you have Perlman?
Yeah. Wait. Don't worry. We'll make sure he heals up. And once he's awake, we'll hand him over to you.
Wait. Caesar, are you stupid? Negotiations have—
Negotiation? Lucy, again with the pettiness. This kind of manipulation and leveraging?
Easy for you to say. I worked my butt off to keep this info under wraps just for today. If we can't strike a deal with Phaethon, where do you expect—
The Tour d'Inferno is our business. I never planned— Don't worry, Proxy. You coming to the Outer Ring is a sign of respect. Even if you don't agree to help us, I won't go back on my word about—
Caesar, we appreciate your kindness. But as they say, no work?
Belle is right. Actually, we only came today hoping to get a bit of information on Perlman. Since you've been so honest with us, we'll do everything we can to help you.
Straight to the point! I like it! Can you relax a little now, Lucy?
Thanks, Phaethon. Your willingness to help will be huge for us.
So you need a proxy for this Tour d'Inferno?
The Tour d'Inferno is the biggest event in the old oil field. Only the strongest squads of bike—
Caesar, there's no way they'll get it when you put it— Let me explain. Simply put, the Tour d'Inferno— Only 2 teams compete, and the rules are simple. The first team to cross the hollow—
I never knew you held such dangerous races here in the—
Proxy, holding the Tour d'Inferno isn't just for the thrill of it. It's also a way to regularly ensure— Naturally, for us biker gangs, the Tour d'Inferno also serves another purpose. The winner of the race becomes overlord of the old oil field motor league.
That's right, Phaethon. The Overlord is recognized as the top dog of the current Overlord's faction is called the Vanquishers. And their boss held the title for years. I've been—
I see.
Oh, Caesar, if all you think about is shallow stuff like that, it won't be long before the Sons of Caledon— People are gunning for the Overlord spot for more than just becoming the top dog. We're not some school kids hooked on fighting. The future of the oil industry in the old oil field relies on the support of the Motor League. And as the leader of the Motor League, the Overlord is in charge of assigning transport routes. That for the past 6 months, the Vanquishers have only given us the worst route. But when I went to confront them, that smug second in command, Lucius, just said the Overlord isn't in the old oil field right now, and the roots are just...
Speaking of the Overlord... Lucy, what are you afraid of? Even if the roots aren't... Besides, you're just mad because there's nowhere to buy makeup and...
Shut up, Caesar! Didn't we agree you wouldn't criticize me in front of guests?
What? You call that criticism? It's the truth. And you're the one who's always calling me an idiot. You think I don't have any...
You ruin one's plans each time you open your mouth and expect me to praise you?
Yeah. Lady Lucy Montefiore, I ruined your plans. Are you forgetting who's the one who...
Enough, Caesar! I challenge you to a duel! Today's the day for the...
Bring it on! Then we'll see...
It's fine, Proxy. Don't worry. This is a 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Just don't get roped into being the referee, or you might end up on the wrong side of both of them.
Anyway, Proxies, it's great to have your help with the Tour de Inferno. Let's give it our...
Morning. Did you sleep well? You were exhausted yesterday. Billy, you look like you're...
Actually, it's the opposite. The other manager and Caesar decided that they're gonna move some of the equipment into your car and set up a mobile proxy work.
You mean moving the HDD equipment out here?
Right. The other manager said working in the city would make communication difficult. Plus, smart devices are few and far between in the Outer Ring, and long-range data transmission could slow us down.
Oh, morning, Proxy. You're awake. Billy's right. You'll be more efficient working from here. Don't worry. We'll take care of the power and network connection. Even in the Outer Ring, you'll be,
Hearing that makes me a little nervous about our new...
By the way, before the equipment arrives, let me take you to Blazewood and introduce you to... Lucy said you might not be used to roughing it with us, so I got the mayor to prepare a place for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have...
It's no problem. After we get back from town, go talk to Lucy and the others. I heard from your sister that you need to collect some holo data before the race. Lucy and the gang are also preparing for the Tour d'Inferno. You should be able to help each other.
Oh, Caesar. So this is the proxy from the city? Guess folks from New Eridu start working young.
Caesar, who is this young lady?
Young lady? You city folks talk funny. I'm Casa, the mayor of Blazewood. The Sons of Caledon have taken good care of our town. So if you need anything, just you can stay in the house behind me tonight. Sorry, it's still got some stuff that hasn't been moved out, but I'll get someone to clean it up.
Hey, Casa! I notice a lot of people in town making these
We don't have a choice. The pipeline to town still isn't fixed. Without a gas station, all we can do is make handicrafts to earn a living. Luckily, we got a big order recently. And with the Tour de Inferno coming up, the sunflints are selling like hotcakes.
What's a sunflint?
Oh, it's a kind of handicraft woven from straw. During the Tour de Inferno, almost every house in the old oil field hangs them up.
The pattern looks like a face.
The elders say this is the face of the god of sun and fire, who guides heroes to ignite cinder. But there's another saying. The upside-down person on the sunflint.
Such a unique pattern must have a story.
Yup! Actually, this pattern represents the legend of though the old oil field can still produce oil. Did you know the core oil field was swallowed up by a hollow decades ago?
Wait, isn't oil susceptible to ether corruption?
After the disaster, etheric matter seeped through the underground facilities and oil pumps, ruining the shallow oil reserves. But luckily, the collapse of the only deep drilling facility formed a unique natural gas vent. The burning gas kept the etheric matter from spreading further down.
So the natural gas vent is...
The appearance of Cinder Lake saved everyone's livelihoods in the old oil field. But even with Cinder Lake, we can't rest easy. Natural gas and etheric matter burning together can easily turn into ether. If left unchecked, more and more crystals will build up and eventually block the vent, extinguishing the lake. If that happened,
There was a time when Cinder Lake, in order to save it, a young man and his friends risked their lives to enter the hollow and blast. But the hollow was treacherous, and they didn't even have a carrot with them. By the time they reached Cinder, out of desperation, the young man rode his bike into the only spot that was still burning in Cinder Lake and managed to ignite it.
So, everyone makes sunflints in memory of his sacrifice.
Oh, Proxy. I never said the first Overlord died there.
it's normal for the proxy to think that way. After all, everyone who went to Cinder Lake with him thought he was dead, but a day later, he miraculously emerged from the hollow alive. Folks say the god of the sun and fire was moved by his bravery. Since then, the residents have drawn his face and the image of him diving into Cinder Lake on their sunflints. There's even a line from a folk song that goes, "Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly."
That's a great story.
Uh-huh. Kids in the old oil field grew up hearing that story. They used to play games pretending to be the first. Of course, the first Overlord did more than that. After he returned, he gathered all the biker. He also made the rule that the Tour de Inferno would be held every few years to prevent a similar.
Yeah, that's why the Tour de Inferno continues to this day. It's still a feat only the strongest bikers can accomplish. But for us residents,
Lucy. Didn't Caesar say you were just going to meet the mate?
We saw the sunflints in Blazewood and heard about the legend of the Tord Inferno.
So that's why Caesar was so pumped. She even said her dream is to become a hero, just like the first Overlord.
If she really wants to be like the first Overlord, she better forget those childish fairy tales fast.
But the first Overlord was a...
Exactly! And it's because he actually existed that we should look at him objectively. I mean, the Tord Inferno only happened a few decades ago. How come it's turned into this... But using an act of God to spread his story far and wide? The first Overlord must have...
Lucy, Caesar said this kind of old person talk will give you wrinkles.
Nonsense! Don't listen to her lies! I use exfoliating face masks every day. No... Proxy, you can see it too, right? The Tord Inferno is less about heroics and more about the first Overlord's secure...
That's a very realistic take. It sounds like something a new Eridu entrepreneur would say.
Wow, Proxy, you're so smart. Lucy is actually from...
So you're from the city. What made you give up that?
It's because I never wanted that kind of life where everything is already laid out for you. Plus, my dad...
Exactly. It's different in the Outer Ring, especially in the old oil field. The Motor League is all about freedom and justice.
That's what they say. But to survive, you can't forget about profits in business. Take the Sons of Caledon, for example. Employees need paychecks, vehicles need maintenance, and Proxy, I wasn't just making it up when I said the Overlord's faction is targeting us. The Sons of Caledon have had, but the recent bad routes we've been getting have hurt our income. And recruiting new members, so for the future survival of the Sons of Caledon, we
You've got everything figured out.
I knew someone as sharp as Phaethon would get it. Fruits, just watch. It won't be long before I beat Caesar and take the Sons of Caledon.
Lucy, you wouldn't admit it earlier, but it turns out you...
No, I didn't lose. It was just a momentary After all, prepping for the Tord Inferno is what's most important now. Proxy, let's talk business. The other Phaethon mentioned this morning that the lack of hollow data in the Outer Ring is affecting your ability to perform in the hollows. So for now, we'll be going into the hollows with you to gather data.
Oh, I also need your help with something. The vehicles for the Tord Inferno need some modifications. We need to get a hold of the necessary...
Wise, I'm back.
Good job, Belle. Come on, I'll help you.
No need. I just tested the voltage and network speed here. The HDD is working fine. Fairy and Eos are pretty excited to be in the Outer Ring. But it's a new environment, so it...
Let's warm up for the Tord Inferno with the work we've got on hand.
All right, Wise. If you're ready,